Jai Jagannath! Today I have come up with the story behind the origin of Jagannath idol. There are many stories related to it, but today I am going to tell you the story according to Sarala Dasa, who was the 15th century Odia poet. So come, let's know the story. The origin of the Jagannath idol is the subject of many tales. One from Sarala Dasa, the 15th century Odia poet who wrote his version of the Mahabharata. In it, he imagines Krishna's death. The actual way that Krishna dies is somewhat innocuous. A hunter named Jara sees Krishna's foot sticking out from behind a tree and, thinking it to be the mouth of a deer, shoots an arrow and kills Krishna. A disconsolate Arjun comes along and tries to cremate his friend. But Krishna's hurt doesn't burn. As always, a divine voice echoes from the heaven. It tells Arjun to throw Krishna's hurt into the ocean, tied to a log. With the time, this log floats all the way around from the west coast of Dwarka to the east coast where Puri is located. Jara, the hunter who had killed Krishna, is reborn as the Sabara tribal man named Vishwabasu. He discovers a giant blue stone, Krishna's hurt, in the forest around Puri and worships this giant stone as Nila Madhava. A local king called Indradyumna hears about this miraculous blue rock that is being worshipped by the tribals. He wants it for himself. So he sends a Brahmin priest, Vidyapati, into the forests to discover this blue idol. The only problem is that the tribal hunter refuses to reveal the location. The Brahmin falls in love with the daughter of the tribal man. As the new son-in-law, he begs his tribal father-in-law to take him to see the blue idol. The tribesman blindfolds the Brahmin and takes him deep into the forest. But the Brahmin is smart. He drops black mustard seeds all along the trail. He waits for a few days for the yellow mustard flowers to sprout and retraces his steps back into the forest to where the idol is hidden. Once he discovers the spot, he rushes to King Indradyumna to tell him the story and the location. The king gathers up his forces and goes towards Nilachala, or the Blue Mountain. He goes to the cave, but the blue stone idol was vanished. A disconsolate king makes a bed of kusha grass, lies down on it, and says that he is going to fast until death. That night, the Blue Lord appears in his sleep. "Build a large temple for me," says the Lord. "Go to the seashore. You will find a large log of wood with markings that include a conch, a chakra, a mace, and a lotus. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. The four things that are carried by Lord Vishnu. Carve this log into 4 idols and install them in your temple." The king builds a giant temple by the seashore. He tries to have his men lift the log, but even the entire army cannot move the thing. The king decides to kill himself again. That night, the Lord appears in his dreams. "This is getting to be a habit. Have my tribal devotees help your soldiers lift the log. Only then it will move," says the voice. This union of efforts by the tribals, warriors, and Brahmins brings the log into the precincts of the temple. This continues to this day. The servitors of Jagannath temple includes tribal, who are the cooks, the Brahmin priests. Okay, so now the log is in the temple, but there are no images of the gods. The kingdom's finest sculptors comes to convert the log into the 4 idols. Every time they touch the log, the chisels break. Finally, an old stranger walks in. He says, that he will carve the log into the 4 god images so long as nobody disturbs him for 21 days. You know where this story is heading? Right! The old man takes a giant monolithic log into the temple and shuts the door. Days go by. The door isn't opened. What is the sculpture doing for food? A concerned queen orders that the door be opened after 15 days. When the door opens, the sculpture was vanished. Of course, he is the Lord Vishwakarma himself. The half-finished idols are installed at the Puri temple. The black one is Jagannath, the yellow one is his sister Subhadra, the white one is the elder brother Balaram, and the last one is the Sudarshan Chakra held by Lord Vishnu. The deity was enshrined and the regular worship began, a worship which continues till this day. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.